Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are continuing on the journey of Cliona the Dwarf Warrior. So let's jump straight into it. As you might remember from my last episode, we have journeyed through Caranos and completed the quests in the surrounding area. We have taken care of the trolls, somewhat, and we have come up here to get the riding training done. So learning to ride, and we've also picked up some quests. So we have to find rams on the lamb. So we have to find 6 stolen rams recovered and protecting the herd. So Bang of Bagash I have to get as well. So the closest one to us is the stolen rams. So those are the ones we're going to go for. Now, I think it did say something about whistling when we got close to the rams, so let's see if it will let me do that. Okay. Maybe it's a whistle in my bag. Well, I'm not seeing it. Suppose I might actually have to check what the quest said. Oh, no, we'll take care of you first. It could be the ones with the riders on them are the ones I actually have to free anyway. Because it's not giving me any way of interacting with him. And usually, if I was going to be using an item, it'd be up there and it's not. Okay, well that didn't save it either. Right, let's read it. Using / whistle. Did that? There we go. So that's the first one. So these Frostmane riders are still a bit of a nuisance. We managed to take out a good few of them the last time, however one of them did manage to get away, even though I chased after him. Now it is a shame that when you kill them, that it doesn't send the ram back. Just adding a bit more work on for us. Go home, buddy. Now, something I was actually reading about this whole area is, and I didn't realise this, which came first, the dwarves or the Frostmane trolls? It actually turns out that the Frostmane trolls, this was their homeland. The dwarves are the ones that actually came in and took it over from the Frostmane trolls. So here we are, basically tinning their numbers, as dwarfs would like to say. But in all fairness, the Frostmane trolls were actually here first. Now, I'm assuming this is going back many centuries ago. Obviously, the dwarves have made themselves well settled in here. I mean, realistically, they kind of kicked trolls out of their own homeland, and now they're killing them because they keep trying to take it back. So maybe not the good guys that we thought we were, but it's an interesting fact about the area. Rams on the lamb. The rams you rescued have made their way back into the pen. I've got members of the family on day and night watch now. Those trolls won't take us by surprise again. And that is level 13. And I have only one option that I can actually go for. It says requires a melee weapon. Do I actually have nothing? Oh no, I do. Bit weird that it was saying have to have a melee weapon, because I do have a melee weapon. So now I won't be able to use... Okay, I kind of want... Yeah, I'm going to put the shield back on. Realistically, I have too many moves at the moment that are looking for that. Now, how am I going to get up to that guy? Soon I'll have to run out over this way. Oh, sure, I forgot I can mount now. Right, let's see, where are we? Collections. And mounts. For the area we are in, we will go for a ram, I suppose. Seems fitting. Yeah, I have a feeling... I don't know what other way we can get up there from. I'll run around this kind of area and try to figure a way. Oh, I thought I was going to do it. I don't know if you do this, but if I can try to climb up the side of mountains or whatever basically is the fastest way to get somewhere, I'll do it. Sometimes it'll even take me longer to get where I want to go because it's taking me way too long to climb up like the side of a mountain. Oh, that must be some of the poor dead rams that this guy has been robbing. Alright, let's actually try to get a charge in. I don't know why the charge has not been working for me. Come on. Perfect. So at least that time I actually got to do it. He stunned me. How dare you. Now I'm going to hamstring you. Pummel. Unless you just try any random ones I have now. I think my rotation skills for this warrior is absolutely horrendous. I'm not going to lie. I don't feel like I'm doing as much damage at all as I could be. Time and patience though, I suppose. Bagash still terrorizes the herd. Please help us by killing the wretched beast. I killed him. Very well done. Baron will be so happy when he hears the good news. To kill Bagash is no easy task. I imagine one day you'll be fighting alongside King Magni's men on the Alliance front.
Watch your back.
More than likely, Rudra. Thank you again for all your help here, Cliona. I have a cousin who used to work in the mines beneath the Gallballer quarry, but he hasn't been able to work since Trogs flooded into the mine and took control. The quarry and its camps are just to the southeast of the ranch. Would you be willing to check in with the foreman there and see if there's anything needs to be done? Absolutely. This whole area is going on a bit longer than I thought it would, I'll be honest. I actually did think when I came back to finish this part that realistically I could have actually only had those 2 quests and that would have been the whole area done. But it's not. So just a bit surprised, there's quite a lot in it. The Public Servant. As a member of the Senate and the Explorers League, I've taken it upon myself to investigate conditions at the quarry. The Trogs have run wild. They've made a mess of Gallballer quarry. As we dug deep into the earth, they poured out, destroying our equipment and trapping many of the miners below ground. We'll have to get them out of there. I've had mage working overtime to enchant these runes of return. If you can get them to the trapped miners, they can return to the surface in safety. Perfect, we will accept that. Oh, and we have a flight pass. And this is Dominic Galebeard. I'm pretty sure the last guy was called Galebeard as well, and is the exact same angry model. So we'll definitely know they're related anyway. Priceless treasures. Mining wasn't the only thing going on in the quarry, you know. I led a team of Explorer League's evacuators recovering priceless ancient artifacts. I managed to escape, but my colleagues were much deeper in the mine and didn't survive the initial Trog attack. They took great pride in their work and they risked their lives to learn more of our history. If you're going into the mines, take this pick with you and see if you can find anything in the digs the prospectors started. Okay, so we will do that as well. Sad we can't try to save them though, but we will try to save the other guys. Trogs. I swear the gods put them in this land only to torment me. 4 inches deep into the mine, then 2 feet back from the Trogs. Sergeant Flint Hammer? I'm not familiar with the name, but there is a Flint Hammer among the miners. He's one of the lucky ones enough to make it out of the mine, but most of my men are still trapped down there. Those light blasted Trogs turning my worksite into a wreck. Look at that. There goes another barrel of powder. Oh, I wish I could go down there and wring every one of their scrawny little necks. I want to kill them all. This can't be good for my health, all this stress and anger. What have they left me with? Nothing. I'd kill them myself, but my aim is no good anymore. You go into the quarry and kill some of the filthy buggers. I'll pay you. Just hurt them, kill them. Wow, he is super aggro. I think he is like the more aggressive NPC I have probably met in a while in this game. He could probably do with some yoga or some deep breathing exercises. But yeah, a bit aggro for me now. We'll take out a few of these poor trogs who, as always, maybe I'm too soft for this game, but I kind of feel bad for them. Yet again, cataclysm happened this morning. They weren't planning for any of this to happen. They've basically been shook out of the ground, not realising what's going on. And what the trogs actually think has happened is that the dwarves are after doing it to them and trying to fight them, basically, which, I mean, we're not exactly showing them that we're not, because I am out here killing them as well. So, bit conflicted in it. But hey, we're getting paid for it, so we'll assassinate as many of them as we possibly can. I say we because I'm bringing you along with me so I don't feel as guilty about it. We're all in this together. What are they fighting with? Oh look, they're fighting with bones. He's a bone snapper, I suppose. So, that must be what they do. They snap the bones off their enemies and then attack with them. Ooh. They definitely look like leg bones. Would they? You know, like, is that into your hip? I don't actually know the technical terms for it. And this guy has, oh, he's a skull thumper, so he's a mallet. Oh no. Right, let's see. Taunt. I don't want to taunt. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't kill me. No, no, no. Oh my goodness. Let's see now if equipping the two of them will make any difference to things. I might be able to get them down a bit faster. I just don't feel like I'm doing a lot of damage, even though actually I probably am doing a bit more now this time. Oh, there we go.
You got my attention.
Glad I do. Go on, bye, get yourself out of here. You're the best thing I've seen since the Trog showed up. And the best thing you've seen anyway, never mind just since the Trog showed up. I did have to laugh. Someone commented on one of my other videos and they said, and this might be you, they said that I picked the pretty face for the dwarf. And someone else commented as well and said the dwarves have only one pretty face. And quite honestly, it's so true. The dwarves do not have a good selection for pretty female faces. Well, they might not have a good selection for pretty male faces either, I'm not too sure. I actually always play a girl, female in the games. But I did have to laugh at that. They really don't have a great selection at all. What a relief. I'm glad to see that you were able to save so many miners, Cliona. I will make sure that their families are notified immediately. The Senate will know of your role in winning back the mines. Thank you, thank you. Oh, yes, our aggro buddy. Well, that makes me feel a little better. But I won't be happy until they're all dead. All of them. He really needs to do something about that anger. Thank you for recovering these artifacts. I will see to it that they are displayed in the Iron Forge Museum along with the story of those who died to recover them. Aww. And I got a bag! Yes! I am so happy! Another bag. And 8 slots this time. Trouble at the lake. There's more trouble. You've been a great help in securing the mines and rescuing the trapped miners. The Senate will be heartened to hear that you and Captain Taran's mountaineers have made progress in securing Dunmorrow. What worries me is that I haven't seen any reports from Sergeant Burham and his detachment. They were sent east along the road towards Helmsbed Lake and ordered to set up a small outpost. Would you go to Barham's post and check in on the sergeant? That was fairly close anyway, not too far to go to find this lake. Now hopefully they're all still alive and okay. Oh well, there's at least one there. Let's see. Oh, and Sergeant Barham is still there. It's a good thing that Senator didn't come out here on his own. It's dangerous and we're going to need all the help we can get to get the situation under control.
Be good. No.
Kurgan tells me the cataclysm will set the balance of the elements all over the world. Helmsbed Lake to the south used to be beautiful and tranquil, but it is now overrun with agitated water elementals. When they started to leave the confines of the lake, I sent my troops in to keep them busy, but most have been frozen into blocks of ice. If you can break them free, they have a good chance of recovering. I cannot spare the men for a second expedition out onto the lake. Would you be willing to try? I will indeed.
Feet on the ground. Great to meet you. How are you?
The elements are in turmoil, warrior. The cataclysm stirred up the long dormant water spirits of Helmsbed Lake, just to the south. You're angry, confused, and unwilling to hear my pleas. I have tried everything I know to calm them, to persuade them to stop lashing out and attacking the sergeant's mountaineers. It pains me to say this, but no other option remains. We must kill the elementals.
Be good.
I'm going to assume he is some sort of a shaman. So like this is the second round of elementals that have been upset since the cataclysm happened. If you remember back to the first episode, there was the fire elemental. He didn't really have a name, just literally wayward fire elemental. And he was helping the Frostmane trolls. We didn't know if he had come from the ground or if he had travelled over from Searing Gorge. I myself think he actually did, or I think they might have said it was brought through from an elemental plane. I think it had just come from that area, because even one of the Frostmane trolls, I think her line was, I'm from the Earth Child, fire below or fire beneath. So I think that fire elemental had actually come just up from the ground with the actual cataclysm itself. And just for, I suppose, a time frame reference for when all of this is happening, this is still technically, I suppose, day one in the eyes of the game. So the cataclysm actually happened this morning. So we are literally playing just after the cataclysm has happened. That's why they were all still super confused as to what's actually going on. And what it has done is it's upset literally everything in the area. The trogs, the trolls, all the elementals have been just disturbed and upset about it. They're all very confused with what's happening. That's why they are all super aggressive when they usually wouldn't be. And it's why all the dwarves are in such a panic as well. Because they are now having to defend their homeland against all of these creatures and elements that they would have actually lived in harmony with before. Well, mostly in harmony. The trolls maybe not so much, seeing as they did technically steal the trolls' home, which I'm still not sure how I feel about that one, I'll be honest. But everything else they had been relatively living in harmony with, and they had the trolls well under control before the cataclysm happened. But the trolls with the cataclysm, they could see that the dwarfs were, let's say, preoccupied with the trogs. So the trolls, which, I mean, it makes, kind of strategic sense, decided this was their time to start trying to take back over. The chieftain of the trolls died though. So we had to, and we did sort him out in the last one anyway, but we had to kill their new chief. And he was constructing like new villages and everything close to Ironforge because they were getting ready to basically try to attack the dwarves. So the dwarves are really, really, really trying to protect themselves from all sides.
Well met.
You've done it. The mountaineers are returning to camp and our medics will have their hands full. We're all in your debt, Cliona. It is never easy to countenance violence against the very elements whose powers I wield, but sometimes there is no other solution. Our duty to the people of Morogh comes first. So yeah, he's definitely a shaman. A cadre of dark iron spies have taken over Iron Band's compound to the south beyond Helm's Bed Lake. The mountaineers are normally able to keep them from getting into Morogh, but everything is in disarray right now. The dark iron dwarves would be fools if they didn't take advantage of the chaos. We have to find out what they're planning and stop them before they do any damage. Will you see if you could discover what's going down at Ironband's compound?
Keep your feet on the ground.
I will, and I was actually wondering when they were going to start touching on the dark iron dwarves, actually. You might remember this from the start. Now, this is the very, very start of the cutscene with the introductions to the dwarves. I actually don't know the history about this, and I did mean to read up on it. So, but look, then again, realistically, the whole point of this is that it's going to explain it all to us anyway. Oh, I'm gonna put everything here. Keep running. Hope for the best. But at the start, right, so the king... So, well, something happened to the king. I think he turned into Diamond. I could be completely wrong with that. Or he went missing. Something's happened to the king, right. But his daughter, Morogh, has come back. But she has a dark iron son. So I was wondering when you're going to touch on the dark iron dwarves and like say they're a difference like to us. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm not actually too sure what the difference is. I'm already guessing like the dark iron ones that there may be... It's not that I want to say that they're not good, but I don't know how you would actually describe it. I'm not saying that there's good or bad, it's just maybe they're not like as aligned as we are towards good. I'm not actually sure, but the fact that in that opening they said Moira came back with her dark iron son tells me that obviously that might be slightly controversial. So I'll be interested to find out what the history of the dark iron dwarves are and how they all link in together. Be interested to see as well, will we actually come across Morogh? I'm sure we will. I just don't think I've ever actually come across her before in the game. Never crossed a dark iron warrior. They are quite cool looking though. I know there are 3 main clans of the dwarves, and I do know that the dark iron ones are one lot of them. I actually don't even know technically what we're called. Yet again, I have a feeling once we actually get into Ironforge, we're going to learn more of, we'll say, the diplomatic relations between all of them and how it all works together. So this is just Captain Bell that I'm currently trying to kill and who's more than likely going to end up killing me, I suppose. But I was looking around, so this is like the same layout. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to eat real quick. This is the same layout as the one with, well, the one that I couldn't tell if it was like roses or apples that was thrown around the place. That actually isn't recovering as much as I thought it would. Oh, sure, it's not much. Your man's picture just isn't up here. But there is a chest in here, just in case. A little handy one for you if anyone's looking for it. What are the Dark Irons up to? I knew they weren't here to see the sights. The sergeant examines the plan you captured, his eyes wide. This is more serious than we thought. This is no mere raid. The Dark Irons intend to cripple the defences of Ironforge itself. According to the plans you captured, the Dark Irons are planning a large-scale attack on the Ironforge airfield. The Council have moved most of our forces down into Dunmora to deal with the instability brought by the cataclysm, leaving our defences weakened at the airfield. We need a way to get you to the airfield quickly. Take the road back west towards Skullballer Quarry and find Batel Rustwrench. He should have a flying machine you can use. So we're going over the ranch, over Dunmora. Oh, this was handy. Yes, there's the Dark Iron Dwarves. This is how I think they get up, actually. Oh, wow. Full-scale battle going on here, then. We're coming in right at the right time. Oh, that is very cool. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is also cool. I didn't know any of this was here. Hey, that was actually really cool. Let's over and get into the middle of this then. Oh, that is so funny. A little runway. Oh, I'm really impressed with that.
What's on your mind?
Thank goodness you're here, Cliona. The airfield's being attacked by the Dark Irons, and I don't think we can hold out much longer. The Dark Irons' attack took us by surprise. Their saboteurs managed to damage most of our aircraft, steam tanks, and supplies. We were only able to get a few of our bombers airborne. Every technician, recruit, and guard I can spare is scrambling to get the others repaired and flight ready. Our infantry can only hold out for so long. Take this equipment and help extinguish the burning bombers.
See you soon.
No problem. I'm assuming you mean like these guys? Wow, everything really is up in flames. Yeah, I was thinking that didn't really look like a bomber. It must be the planes. Oh, I am kind of liking that I'm not being attacked while I'm trying to do this. It's nice not just having to fight all the time and to do some quests that aren't like fight, kill related. Bit more relaxed. Okay, I'm back over. I'm actually surprised there wasn't like 2 or 3 quests there in one go.
You got my attention?
Well done. My men are working hard on getting our flying machines and steam tanks back into the fight.
Watch your back.
While our engineers work on getting the bombers ready to fly again, our guards and mountaineers continue to fight the invaders. They've been out there since the incursion began, without so much as a chance to catch some sleep or have a meal. Ironforge defenders are among the best on Azeroth, but even they have limits. Take these banners and plant them to the banks of loose snow. Remind the men what they are fighting for and keep their morale high. Ah, right, okay. I see what they mean. I was like, surely it's all loose snow. Hey. Okay, this actually seems like a really cool end to this starting area. I'm assuming this is coming towards the end of it anyway. I'm actually really impressed with it. See, this is why sometimes it's worth just going back and replaying through all of these things, no matter how long you've been playing the game for. I have never done any of this before. Yet again, loving the fact that I don't have to attack any of these. And I'm just planting banners. Come on, boys, we can do this. You are strong. You can conquer all. Fight for the dwarves. Fight for Iron Forge. And fight for Azeroth. Look at these banners. Planted in loose snow. Wow, that is a very sturdy banner. You can't even run through it. For Iron Forge. Wonder, can I run in? Oh, I can run through it. If I... Well, this is what the inside of one of them looks like, guys, if you wanted to know. It's like I work in a shop. Hello? Oh no, you can't see me. Wait. No. This is where she lives now. Sorry guys, I had to do it. I'm so easily amused. This is a beautifully designed starting area. I mean, the quests kind of start off slow, but this is a fairly cool end to it all, I must say. Between that flight in, the music, what's actually happening, the storyline, it's actually top class.
How are ya?
The men are finding hidden reserves of strength and courage to deal with the Dark Iron onslaught. The airfield will not fall on our watch.
Safe travels.
My chief engineer tells me that he's managed to get one of the bombers repaired and airworthy. Take these bombs with you and look for the repaired bomber at the start of the runway. Yes! Oh, I was hoping we'd get to go down that runway. Once you're airborne, use the bombs to do as much damage to the attacking Dark Iron Dwarves as you can. I've heard rumours that they've prepared to deploy a new kind of war golem. Keep your eyes peeled for those golems and make them your highest priority targets. Absolutely.
Off with you.
And I did spot this down here earlier on. There we go. Oh, I hope we get to go down the runway. It's like going off on holidays. Oh, yes. Come on. Come on. Wait. Oh, absolutely loving it. Loving it. Whoa. Oh, that was a collision. But we're fine. The smoke looks so weird out the back. I thought I might be able to see it.
You're back.
With you leading the way, we've finally broken the momentum of the Dark Iron attack. General Grimax, the Dark Iron leader, is attempting to rally his troops from the centre of their lines on the frozen lake to the south. He stands atop one of their new Dark Iron golems, shouting orders to his men. If he succeeds in rallying them, they may still be able to overpower us. You must prevent that, Cliona. Destroy the golem guarding him, then kill General Grimax himself. He is a key to our victory.
See you soon.
And there he is. Seems like they've already started the attack against him. And there is the new golem that they are on about. Well, that's handy that these lads are kind of here anyway. They've already started it. God, he's kind of cool looking, isn't he, the leader? Come on. We got this, guys. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Oh, they're all on fire again, so me putting that out was an absolute waste of time. Oh well. Everything on fire all around the place. These two are still just sat around the fire chilling. Not a concern. It's like that meme. No, this is fine. The whole place on fire.
Great to meet you.
We've done it. Without your help, Ironforge Airfield would surely be occupied by the enemy, and the Dark Irons would have cleared a road to Ironforge itself. The Council of Three Hammers must be informed of what happened here.
Watch your back.
There we go. So just how did all those Dark Iron Warriors end up here? On the doorstep of Ironforge, on the verge of invading our city? Does not Empress Morogh, a member of our esteemed Council of Three Hammers, rule the Dark Iron? This cannot have happened without her knowledge and consent. This was no ragtag band of rebel dwarfs, but a well-organised and fully equipped invasion force. I have prepared a report on the battle for the airfield. Take it to Ironforge, to the high seat, and confront her. The drama. Okay, so I think we're actually going to get to meet her. Interesting. Have you had your fill of Caranos so soon? Are you ready to leave for another city? You have no idea.
Watch your back.
You have to get this to Ironforge, eh? For a small fee, I can put you on the back of one of the griffins and it'll take you there. How does that sound?
Off with you.
Perfect. For just a few coin, one of my griffins will take you to Ironforge. From there, deliver Gremlock's list to Garnier Bouldertoe. You'll find him in the Deep Mountain Mining Guild. That's in the Great Forge district of Ironforge, which is right where my griffin will drop you off. Speak to me when you're ready for the journey.
Your back.
I'm ready, let's do this.
Big good.
So let's see what the flight in is like. And as I like to do, we'll go kind of cinematic with it. It is actually a really impressive place, built into the actual side of the mountain. Now I was like, is it going to actually fly us inside? Oh? Oh, it is. Very cool. Kind of reminds me of Undercity. You know, I don't know if I've ever actually flown in here like this. Very cool. Alright, so, do we confront herself first, or... we'll do the ride, we'll get the less exciting of the two out of the way first, and then we'll confront herself. If you ask me, there is no greater profession than a miner. And if you ask me, there is no greater miner than a dwarf.
Keep your feet on the ground.
What can I do for you, my lady?
Safe travel.
Ah, the latest list of Gremlock's best pupils. I have a batch of honorary cleavers ready to go. I just need to engrave the names of the students.
See you soon.
Here are the honorary cleavers for Gremlock students. If you've already been to Caranos, then you should fly a griffin back there. Take the cleavers to our griffin master and speak with him about a ride back. Okay, so what I think I'm actually going to do, because I would actually like to finish up in here, I'm going to fly back to Caranos. I'm going to hand in the cleavers. Then we're going to fly back, fly here. And then I am confronting Morogh. And we're going to see what has she been up to. Ah, Cliona, have you returned from Ironforge?
Safe travel.
You brought the cleavers. Great. I'll get these to my students. I'm sure they're eager to use them on some fresh boar meat. Thank you for your help, Cliona. I'm in your debt. But I hope this money will at least cover your travel costs. Yeah, it absolutely does.
Off with you.
Thank you. Now, I have some confrontation to do. I've been waiting for the council to hear my plea for hours, and it's not looking good. Moragh's greatest desire seems to be to paralyse the council. Meanwhile, Lochmaden suffers. Our enemies are many, and our resources are few. Please, Cliona, perhaps you will hear me if the council will not. Speak to Gertruden, Ironforge's Griffin Master. He's in the eastern part of the Grey Forge. He'll provide a free flight to the South Gate Pass. Introduce yourself to Pilot Hammerfoot once you arrive. So that's just the next part in the actual dwarf starting area. So who are all these? So we have a historian, senator. They did say a lot about the senator. So, yes, Bronzebeard representative, Wildhammer. This is us then. I didn't know the actual names of them, but we are the Bronzebeard side. That is the Wildhammer one. They're kind of more druidic. And there's the Dark Iron representative herself, right? Okay, she's kind of cool looking.
Well,
What is the meaning of this intrusion?
I dismiss you.
And just what is this? Moira takes the report and the colour drains from her face as she reads. This is impossible.
May your hammer strike true.
The ambassador's betrayal will long haunt me. You must arrest him before he can do further harm or worse. Actually, let's see what she's saying. How dare you storm into my throne room and attempt to spread the conspiracy nonsense. I will not let you and this treacherous commander Stormbreaker steal my son's birthright. Oh my god, the drama. This is quite an accusation, Moragh. It's hardly your throne room in the first place. I know Commander Stormbreaker and I will vouch for his loyalty and his honesty. We must take his word. What cause do the Ironforge have for taking up arms against Ironforge? Are you unable to control your own people, Moira? Waldron has a point. If you cannot govern your own people, you have no place at this table. Both of you know I would never order such a thing. Why would I set one half of my son's inheritance against the other? No. This is the work of a traitor to both our people. Despite my best effort, some dark irons remain in the grip of Twilight Hammer. The cult must have someone in the city to coordinate this kind of attack. That only leaves one suspect, Ambassador Slaghammer. Oh my. Oh, the drama. So, the ambassador's betrayal will long haunt me. You must arrest him before he can do further harm, or worse, before he can escape and start planning the next attack. Ironforge is not safe with the Ambassador Slaghammer free inside the city. Take these manacles and go to the Dark Iron Embassy. It's just to the north of the High Seat around the rim of the Grey Forge. Arrest Ambassador Slaghammer and return with him. I don't know when I became a guard in the place, but okay. Before that though, I am going to get one of my pints. Yeah, we'll go for that. Okay, let's go and arrest some people, which seems to be our new job. I am part guard as well. Is he out here? I mean, where? Yet again, this place is... Oh, yeah, it has to be in here. Where are you, boy? Upstairs? Is that... Oh, there he is. I go willingly, warrior. My purpose and my master plan is fulfilled. Okay. Do I bring him with me? Oh, yeah, he's coming with me. Grand, okay. No resistance whatsoever to that. I think I trust her. There could still be some... How would we say, she might actually She might actually still be like using him as well. They might both be in on it. Quiet, Moore's in a foul mood. If you were in Shadowforge City, I would have you tossed in the ring of law for your transgressions, Ambassador. Darkest dungeon of Ironforge will have to do for now. Do as you will with me. I'm not afraid. The half-breed runt will never be my emperor. Long live Twilight's hammer. I'll escort you to your new accommodations, Your Excellency. Oh, the drama. The ambassador will trouble us no more. He is not the only dark iron dwarf whose heart still belongs to Twilight Hammer. We must remember that and remain vigilant against their schemes, else my son will inherit only ruins and ashes. There we go. That is all the quests in the dwarf starting area. And there is... oh lord. Okay, he's kind of creepy. Those eyebrows. Oh my god. Sorry, I got well distracted there. That is the questline of the dwarves finished. From Coldridge Valley to the High Seat itself. What a journey this has been. I have really enjoyed playing through this starting area and learning about them. It is a great storyline. The music is awesome. And yeah, it's just such a well done starting area. So that is the end of Cliona's journey, for the moment anyway. As I have done so far, we have the Night Elf starting area done, and now we have the Dwarf starting area done as well. If you would like to make a suggestion about what race you would like to see for the next series, do comment below and let me know. As always, I thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, maybe give it a like. And if you would like to see future videos by me, maybe give it a subscribe as well. As always though, I really appreciate the support and you stopping by and watching this series. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!